is the best rod in terms of money in the new Mariana's Veil Fish update. This update introduced 5 brand new rods with a big difference in price totaling up to $28.8 million. We're going to go in order from least expensive to most expensive rod, and then at the end of the video we will rank them in order which one is the best to least. I'm going to give each rod 15 minutes fishing in the Veil of the Forsaken area, then after that 15 minutes is up we will sell and compare how much money we get. Starting off with the volcanic rod, this is going to be the cheapest rod you're going to find for 300,000. Here are the stats on the rod, and the passive is a 20% chance to get the Ashen Fortune mutation, which is a 5x cell multiplier. So after 15 minutes of fishing we earned 130,000, which honestly is not that bad for the rod only being 300,000 credits. So like 30 to 40 minutes realistically you should make your money back off the rod. So it's a pretty good rod if you're just starting out. Next up we have the Leviathan's Fang rod. This one's going to cost you 1 million credits. So this rod in particular is really good at catching the secret Scylla item that came out. Here's the stats on the rod, and the passive ability of it does have the slash like the Trident rod, but if you're using it on something like the Scylla you get a bonus 50 resilience and 4% reeling completion. So that's where this rod will strive. It's not necessarily built to make money. However, we still tested it anyway because it is part of the new update, which in 15 minutes we only earned 87,000 credits from it. So not good at all for money making, but it's really good to catch the Scylla. Next up we have the Challenger's rod, which is going to cost you 2.5 million credits. Here are the overall stats on this rod, so it's pretty decent, with the passive ability being that it has a natural 20% progress speed modifier. So similar to the Tempest rod, which was previously the fastest rod, this now takes its spot. So in just 15 minutes of fishing we actually earned 108,000 credits. Overall this is definitely not the best rod at all for making money because of that $2.5 million price tag. Next up we have the Rod of the Zenith. Now this one is going to cost you a hefty 10 million credits, so very expensive. Keep that in mind. Here are the overall stats for this rod. The resilience on this rod is definitely very low for a rod priced at this range. On top of the resilience being low, you also actually get less resilience as you fish perfectly. In return, it increases the mutation chance, so you can actually get a better chance at getting something that'll be worth more. I feel like this will probably be tweaked in the future, but selling after 15 minutes of fishing with this rod, we earned 148,000 credits, so definitely not good at all for being $10 million. And finally, we have the new Ethereal Prism rod. This is going to be the very last rod of this update. It's 15 million credits, so it's going to cost you a lot of credits if you don't have this already. However, spoiler alert, it's worth it. So here's the stats on the rod. Very good base stats for this rod. So you don't need anything like hasty to get up the lure speed. It's really good by default. The luck is super high. The control is a very good size, as well as the resilience being like perfect. All that paired together with the passive, which is going to be a 50% chance to get the Prismize mutation, which is a 8 times cell multiplier. Yes, you heard that right. An 8x cell multiplier at 50% chance. So after 15 minutes of fishing with this, I sold my inventory at 815,000 credits. So in just 15 minutes, I earned almost 1 million credits. That is insane. Keep in mind, this was at the Veil of the Forsaken, so I want to test this out at the previous best spot for money, which was the Atlantean Storm. So I did another 15-minute test really quickly just to find out if it was still worth it, and for some reason, when I sold my inventory, I earned less than 200,000 from the Atlantean Storm. I feel like it definitely should have been way more than that, considering other rods would have probably did very close to that at the Atlantean Storm. So I don't know if I got super unlucky and got like no mutations or what, but overall this rod is definitely the best in the game, but it is 15 million credits, so it's not going to be accessible to all of you guys out there. So with that, let's get into the overall ranking of which rods I think you should buy of this new update. So coming in at number 1 obviously just has to be the Ethereal Prism rod. This thing is just insane, and it's definitely worth every penny because it will recoup you that 15 million very quickly. In second place, it's going to be the Zenith rod. In third place, the Volcanic rod actually took the spot. Fourth place, the Challenger's rod, and fifth place, the Leviathan, which is just terrible for money. So overall, if you're just starting out, I would actually highly recommend you buy the Volcanic rod. It is actually a very good rod for the price, so I think it is overall worth every penny. Other than that, if you're trying to know if the Zenith rod is worth the hype, if you should save for it and spend all your life grinding away to get this new rod, then yes, it is worth it. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they nerfed it, but it is 15 million, so it kind of has to be good. Anyways, if you guys are new around here, please make sure to drop a sub. Make sure you also join my Discord, which is linked in the description down below. I announce in there whenever I'm doing live streams for where I'm launching nukes or doing Nessie giveaways and stuff like that. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.